Hi my beautiful stars, I hope that you're doing so well today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Molly and I'm so happy that you're here. If you want to join our beautiful star family, please consider subscribing down below. It's free, and liking this video helps my channel find such beautiful people as yourself. So today's video, true YouTube fashion.
The clap.
I am packing for a trip to South Carolina with some of my besties. Every year, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I travel every summer with my best friends. This year is a little different. One of my besties actually rented an Airbnb for the whole month. I was able to sneak away from work for 2 weeks. I do actually have to work from there for a few days, but I'm so grateful to be going and I'm really excited and grateful that my job is letting me do this. It is hybrid remote anyways. I knew that being remote in a different state would hopefully not be an issue, and it's not, so knock on wood. Superstitious. Anyways, that hair flip was really obnoxious and I'm sorry. I rarely do that. I'm kind of all over the place because I'm supposed to be packing right now, but this was kind of a good excuse to take a break. And this room is kind of a mess because this is where I'm packing. I apologize in advance if there's just like a lot going on. If you see a cat walking around, her name is Nikki and she's my little baby, and I have another one and his name is Drizzy. This is a bring this not that personal bag edition because I am flying Sun Country. I'm checking my bag for the first time in what feels like forever, and I still get the personal bag that fits underneath the seat in front of me. So I want to take advantage of that. This video hopefully will help other people like me where I get a little frustrated or just kind of overwhelmed with the idea of packing, and when I get into the mode it generally goes pretty good, but having a general like list or guideline is always really nice. So my first tip is to bring snacks and an empty water bottle or tumbler. You do not want to bring any pops or like cans of the sorts or even full water bottles because they're going to ask you to throw it away before you go through TSA. This has happened to my sister. We were actually on our way to New York City like years ago, 2011, and she had a bunch of Red Bulls in her personal bag. She had to throw them all away. She drank one or chugged two or something, and then she had to throw the rest away. I don't want that to happen to you because I know that things like that can cost a lot of money. That'd be such a bummer if you have to throw it away just because you can't take it through TSA. Some places are a little lenient, but mostly not. They have to follow those guidelines for safety reasons, so obviously be safer than sorry and don't bring it with you. If you do have a water bottle or tumbler that's full of water or whatever drink you're drinking, just make sure it's empty before you get through TSA. And then I always bring snacks because you just never know if you're gonna get service on that flight. I guess Sun Country does not give us snacks on this flight. My friend just flew down there using Sun Country. Noted. I was already planning on bringing a snack anyways because it's the mom in me. I'm not even a mom yet. I guess I'm a cat mom, but my mom always packed trail mix. Like she'd make this really fun trail mix with like apricots and banana slices, peanuts, M&Ms, pretzels, Cheez-Its, and as a family of 5 traveling, it was always really nice to have that kind of snack on hand, especially if we didn't get that service. If there's a lot of turbulence, you just never know. They're not going to give you snacks. So it's always nice to just be prepared, no matter if you're traveling alone or if you're with your friends or family. It's just nice to have a snack. For easy snacks, you could always do the trail mix, but I also recommend like a granola bar. I get those cute little like Nature's Bakery like fig bars or at Target, and you can also like buy food post TSA and bring that with you on the plane, like a full-on meal. I've had people sit next to me and they have Chinese food. My friends and I, when we were flying to England, we got Firehouse subs. Kind of think about that. Obviously, like when you're flying super far away, they usually have the meal service throughout the flight, but it's never guaranteed. Think ahead and better be safe than sorry. Now this one is pretty like an obvious thing. If you haven't traveled a lot recently, you haven't traveled at all by yourself or with, I mean just in general, please put your toiletries in a gallon-sized bag. Go the extra mile to actually label everything that I'm bringing. This is more so when I have it in my carry-on because they do ask you to take your toiletries out of your bag and put it through the x-ray in its own like little bin. Some places don't. It just depends on how busy it is that day. If you are traveling with a carry-on or you have your toiletries in your personal bag or your makeup, just have it ready to go. Easy spot to just pull out, put back in, so you're not fumbling around, clogging up the line. You just want to go, get through it fast, breezy, and just don't have to worry about it. I wouldn't bring your makeup on the plane like in your personal bag because it's just going to take up space unless if you do not have space anywhere else to put it. I would just put it in your checked luggage or in your carry-on so it's out of sight, out of mind, unless if you plan on doing your makeup on the plane. I know people that do that. Whatever you feel, obviously that applies to certain people, but honestly I'm like, okay, I can live without my makeup bag for, you know, 3 hours and I'll just do my makeup when I get to the hotel or the Airbnb. I'm not super pressed to get my makeup on right now. If you want to have your makeup, I always kind of like put my emergency makeup, so I'll do like a concealer, my mascara, maybe like a powder or something, and I make sure that they're like the travel sized ones just to be safe, and I put them in a clear bag in my personal bag, so then they're right there, they're easy to grab, and I don't have to worry about it. Always bring a portable charger. Having a portable charger with you is such a handy thing. They sell them at the Target dollar spot. If you want something that's a little bit more dependable, you could probably get one at like Target or Best Buy electronics section, but I just got one at the dollar spot because I was like, it's $3. If it breaks, it breaks, and at least I have something with me. And I of course always bring like an actual cord and block with me too, just to have it, because you just never know. It's always nice to have that. And then if you're traveling with your laptop, have all that with you too. Don't let your film cameras or Polaroids go through the x-ray when you're going through TSA. I made the mistake of doing this and it ruined a few of my first Polaroid slices of film. It didn't like completely ruin it, but I've heard of horror stories where like their whole film roll is just totally exposed because of the x-ray. You would not even think of that. I actually didn't even know until my friend told me that it ruins film. Since it did happen to me, luckily it was just the first 2 exposures on my Polaroid. I always ask to get it hand checked. Sometimes the TSA workers are not very happy when I ask them, can you please hand check my film camera? I'm like, I would rather be safe than sorry, because film is not cheap. If you are someone that likes to bring your film cameras with you, no matter if it's a Polaroid, legit film camera, a disposable camera, just ask them to hand check it. Literally say, can you please hand check my camera for me? I don't want to ruin the film. This next one, I personally just recommend because you don't want to run into an issue where they're going to be a stickler and make you put it up in like the little cabin or whatever. So I recommend that you always have your personal bag be a backpack or a reasonably sized like beach bag or something. Don't make it over the top big or like carry-on size. Just be careful, look up rules online, but I always recommend bringing a backpack because it's easy to put on and off, always fits under the seat in front of you, and it's easy to put stuff in. They do have actual like travel backpacks too. They sell them at Target. Bring headphones for the radio or TV, whatever you want to listen to. Most airlines have like the little TV now, especially like Delta and stuff. It requires a headphone with like the jack and stuff, so always have a pair of those with you. They usually hand them out for free on the airlines, but if they're not doing service that flight, you might not get them. So either bring that or bring, there's like an AirFly or whatever, and it's an adapter for Bluetooth headphones, and you can find it on Amazon. Remember to wear layers or bring a layer with you. So I always wear like some type of lightweight jacket or sweatshirt on the plane. It's easy to take on and off, especially through TSA. I usually do a denim jacket because it's my most heavy layer and I don't have to deal with it being in my luggage, and then I have it with me when it gets cold on the plane. These last 2 are kind of like random, but I always recommend bringing a hand sanitizer, either like the gel or the spray, or wipes, whether it's baby wipes or sanitizer wipes. So on my flight to Fort Myers Beach last year, I was wearing a cream colored sweatshirt and I sat down. I didn't see anything noticeably on the seat. I just sat down and the heat from my body warmed up chocolate that was in between the cracks of the seat, and it melted all over my sweatshirt and it stained it. Think ahead, and if you happen to like eat something that's chocolate or whatever and it falls in between the seats, just bring something so you can clean it up. And my last one is to bring a neck pillow, especially if you're going to be on a very long flight. This is so handy to help up straight but be able to sleep and not worry about bringing like a giant pillow with you. You can most of the time easily just loop it through your bag loops, or you can probably just get the ones that have like the little clasp and clasp it onto your bag. So those are all my bring this not that ideas for when you're packing your personal bag. Some of these I think can be adapted for your carry-on, but if these helped you, definitely comment them down below. If you have any other tips for fellow travelers, definitely comment those down below. I would love to hear them or read them, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, shine bright. Bye!